Hello friends, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Blazing Sword Hard Difficulty. So last time we dealt with some bandits attempting to stop us from crossing into Lycia, as well as some of Lundgren's henchmen who were sent out to take care of Lyn, but we dealt with those obstacles quite smoothly. And today we got another obstacle in our way, but it isn't bandits or Lundgren this time. Now we're getting a glimpse of another organization working in the background, and I'm sure this won't be the only time we have a run-in with them. So why don't we begin Chapter 7. Lyn takes her leave of Arifin, finding no aid from its spiteful Marquis. Now she and her companions resume their march towards Caelin in earnest. Racing against time, with her grandfather's life the prize. Harried and impatient, Lyn presses onward. Suddenly, a young boy appears and pleads for their assistance. Now let's get ready to begin Chapter 7, Siblings Abroad. Please, somebody please help. That's enough. Get out now. I want none of your trouble. But sir, why? You were so kind yesterday. I thought you were just two kids, a couple of traveling performers. If those men are chasing you, you must be up to no good. Now get up and get out. You're a plague on decent folk. But, what a mess. And then we have this individual over here who witnesses that. And you gotta say, there's not a lot of nice people in Lycia so far. Where are we, Kent? This is Caelin. If we head due south, we'll pass into Caelin. From here, I'd say we're about 10 days' ride to Castle Caelin. Assuming we don't run into any delays, of course. 10 days. And we have the individual from the inn there. Pardon me, but... Yes, can I help you? You and your friends, are you mercenaries? And if we are, I need your help! Lady Lindis, you mustn't let your guard down, not even for a child. I know. Forgive me, but we're in a hurry. Is there someone else you can ask? There's no time. Ninian's been... It's my sister. Some men have taken her away. Your sister? And here we have Sane jumping in as soon as he hears that a lady needs rescuing. Did you say your sister's been accosted? Sane? That's right, by some cruel, awful men. I don't know what I'll do without Ninian. Lady, we must help him. Nonsense, we haven't the time. If the Marquis is as ill as we've heard, we must proceed. Kent, I want to help this child. Milady? I'm worried about my grandfather, of course. But this, I cannot stand by and let a child be taken from her home. I see. I'm sorry, Kent. I am your loyal retainer. You owe me no apologies. You must do as your heart dictates, milady. I will follow you no matter where that may lead. Thank you. Ha! Such a noble speech. Ever the true knight, that one. Ah, well, you're in luck, laddie. Let's go get your sister. Will you lead us to the men who have done this? Huh? They're really tough, so be careful. Leave them to us. We're pretty tough ourselves, right, Storm? Of course we are, but it looks like they're going to be bringing the fight to us. Oh no. Found him. Come on, it's back to Nurgle with you. Quiet now. No, let Ninian go. We ain't supposed to kill you, but we can sure rough you up. Get him! And jumping in the way is Lyn. Who do you think you are? Let the boy's sister go. Ah, so you want to help the kid, huh? What a shame. You're gonna die for something that don't concern you. You think so, do you? Do we look so meek to you? I think you're in for a terrible shock. Stupid girl, you'll regret those words. Take him down, boys. And here we have the introduction of the battle preparation screen. So here we can choose what units will join us in battle. We can organize our unit's inventory before the fight even starts. This gets introduced later in Eliwood and Hector's Tale, so we don't really have to use this. And this allows us to view everything that's on the map before we even start the fight, so we can strategize ahead of time. So this is a really neat feature. I won't show this every time, because sometimes battle preparations can take a number of minutes, and I don't think you want to see every single option I make. But for the first little while, I'll have it on the screen here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. There's really not much we have to do either. First thing, it's often a good idea, check and see who we're dealing with. And here we have shamans. So this is a dark magic user. In terms of magic, the way I always see it, light magic is the swords of magic. Anima, and sometimes it can even be called nature magic too, but anima magic is often considered the lance, and dark magic is often considered the axe. So they're often of relatable strength types. So that's how I tend to remember things. More often than not, I tend to use anima magic users with the occasional dark magic user. I don't really use light magic too much, but sometimes it works out for me. So just taking a quick scroll here. Okay, so we got a bandit there who has a lance. And that seems to be it. So nothing too difficult, but definitely would like to KO this bandit here. Okay, so who am I bringing along? Okay, I don't really have a need for Matthew because nothing there can be stolen. And as far as I can tell, I don't think I'll need Wrath. This seems to be more of a direct combat map. Okay, so everything seems to be in order. Items. I don't think I have to do too much. What are the healths of some of my units? You know what? I think I'm gonna give the angelic robe here to Florina, because it seems like I'm doing a lot of combat work with her. So that should help her out. The way I used to use the items before, it's to help patch up someone's low level or low stats. So it's like if a unit is a really low strength, well, help them along with give them a strength boost item, or if someone's really slow, then give them a speed boost item. But I've kind of been rethinking that a little bit, and I've kind of merged a different mindset where give it to units that are going to benefit from using it the most. So if you've got a frontline unit, give them a lot of health and defense, and if you've got a tank type unit, give them a lot of items that will help to keep them alive. In this case, since I've been doing a lot of frontline work with Florina, giving her the angelic robe just to help her survive a few more hits, that's kind of the mindset that I've got going right now. Okay, well, that takes care of all the preparations that I think I'll need to do. You can also reorganize the order of your units here. So I'm just going to kind of do that. I think that's good enough. And what I often like to do too is just one last quick save so I don't have to redo any of the options should something bad happen. Okay, everything's good, so let's start the chapter. So as we see, we got the boy over in the corner there, but we have another individual who's just shown us. I see we're facing a shaman storm. I've heard that practitioners of... my goodness, trying to get some of the larger words. I've heard that practitioners of the dark arts are fearsome foes. We'll have to be careful. Wait, what? Who are you? Please forgive me. I never meant to startle you. Your robes. They look like religious vestiary. Are you an Element bishop? Yes. Well, no. I'm only an acolyte. An Elamine monk, to be specific. My name's Lucius. Do you have business with us? I was at the inn when this child came seeking help. Health? Help? Oh my goodness, I'm not doing well with words today. The innkeeper was afraid to get involved. He was unpleasant. I wasn't afraid of him. I'm used to being treated that way. Nils, I would just want to help you out so much right now after hearing that. That's awful. May I please lend you my services? I truly wish to help the boy, if only a little. Of course. Thank you very much. The blessings of Saint Elamine be upon you. So as I was going over with shamans being dark magic users, here we have monks, which are users of light magic. And for anyone who doesn't know or has never played Fire Emblem 6, in that game they never had the monk class, they only had clerics. Yeah, they only had clerics, so they had anima magic users for base class, dark magic users for base class, and staff users. But when a cleric promotes classes, they turn into a bishop, which then allows them to use light magic. But they never had a unit in a base class that could use light magic, so it was really rare to use it. So this time they've allowed the class of monk. So we have a unit that can use light magic in a base class. Now, magic itself has its own triangle. So like I said before with the sword, lance, axe comparisons, the sword light magic is super effective against the axe dark magic. So here we go. Now, another thing too with Fire Emblem 6 that I'm super happy about, the dark magic animations were incredibly slow in that game. So every time, like that flux animation you saw there for his weapon, imagine that took twice as long, and then you'd have to watch that every time if you were watching animations. So it, it was one of those you didn't want to watch a whole lot. Now, another thing too, like, again, even though I'm going in with a disadvantageous weapon, it's still practical that I could use this kind of magic to deal with the other kind. Okay, Bert got a little more defensive. Okay. Now, we have Nils over here. Now, Nils is one of the best type of support units you can get in the game, which is, they're called dancers in Fire Emblem in general, but they can come in the form of bards as well. And they're a type of unit that lets any unit who's already performed an action move again. So, if you're struggling to fill your unit slots and you have a bard or a dancer, use them. They are really good. So what I'm going to do with this chapter here, if I was playing this normally, I'd have to have all my units go across the map this way to come down here because we have this mountain range. But I'm going to take advantage of some of my units' qualities here. As you can see, Florina can fly over these mountains no problem, but none of my other units can. But Florina can ferry units thanks to Rescue. So I'm going to have Florina pick up Lucius here, but once you've picked up a unit, your turn ends. But as I just said, Nils can let units perform actions again. And of course, that's how they gain their experience. So now, I can have Florina ferry Lucius across the mountains. And now Lucius can do some combat down here, while my frontline units now make their way the other way. You can kind of take care of the units in both directions. As we can already see, Sane is putting in some really good work. Alright, I'll just put the sword there, just for now. Now, we'll have most of my units keep going that way, but I will have some of my units ready to go just in case. I'm fairly certain all I have to deal with are magic users down here. So we'll see what happens. Now, I didn't count my spaces enough, so I couldn't have moved Florina back to get Florina out of the way of the shaman here, so I did have to take that hit. But I got speed out of the deal, so that's pretty good. Okay. So oftentimes when you're dealing with magic units, more often than not, your units will have more defense than resistance. That's just kind of how it's been for Fire Emblem for most of its tenure as a game. There are occasionally units that are built to have more resistance than defense. Most of them are magic users, but oftentimes they can be units like Pegasus Knights, or any other magically attuned unit. Some of the earlier Fire Emblem games too, there are units that would never have resistance. So if you came across the right type of unit, you could be in a lot of trouble. And by right type of unit, I meant magic unit. Don't know why I said right unit there. Anyways, well, we'll just have Kent block the fort here. Alright. Oh, that's a level up. Okay, well, you got more speed, and a weapon level increase. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, if I'm right, that's that. Okay, C rank. Alright, so we'll put Sane here. The bandit may decide to go and strike on the little hill there. And of course, letting Sarah get every opportunity she can to heal someone. Okay, and I'm just going to do the same thing here again. I'm going to have Florina carry Lynn over the mountain. But I'm going to keep out of the way this time. Now, if I was thinking smart, I would have put a javelin on Florina, but didn't really need to for this situation since I wanted Lucius to be the one to tank most of the hits. Just like that. Now, the goal of this chapter isn't to defeat every unit or even seize a throne. It's to just defeat the boss. But I'm also trying to do it as quickly as possible. And there is a reason for that. I'll go into that when the situation happens. But I do want to at least get some of the things that this chapter has to offer. So I got the Iron Lance there. What are your levels? Okay, you're close. So we're gonna do... I wouldn't be able to time it properly. Well, I'll get the hit either way. And that's a good kind of engagement where I take no damage in return. Well... Alright. Hey, I wonder if this'll work. Come on, Dorcas, you did it the last time. Ah. Okay. Well, what I'll do is I'll move back, and we'll let Urk get the finishing blow here. No problem. Alright, I think those guys are going to do just fine there. So I got space now, so we're going to do this. I'm going to have Sarah come down with me to the boss's area. And that way I can keep healing up if need be. So we'll just do that. Now I'm just going to take a look here. I'll be able to get through that just fine, I think. I don't see it being too difficult, but we'll have Lucius just take a few strikes at the boss here. Who are you supposed to be? Playing the heroes in some foolish knightly romance? You may think you're helping the children, but you're only rushing to your doom. Alright, let's see how well this goes. Alright. Oh, wow. Oh, is this gonna work? Nice! Didn't work out so well for the bandit. Alright, Insane continues to be a powerhouse. I like that. Alright. Ah, no problem. Okay, we're doing okay so far. Okay, you can cross that. So we'll let... Okay, well, I still have to wait another turn to visit this village here. So I'm going to set up some long-range fighting here. And down here... I just want to stay out of the boss's way just in case, because Lucius could get a critical, and I don't want him to end the chapter early. Okay, Sarah's doing work there. Nils doesn't really need to do much for this chapter here, and Lynn's just here just to back up these guys here. I mean, I could probably take care of the boss on the next turn. Alright, we tanked that pretty well. Okay. So let's see what can happen here. So we do that. Not bad. Takes care of the mercenary. How about you, Will? Oh, you can get a good hit in. Now, you can't visit the village. Neither can Dorcas. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna trust in you, Dorcas. Dorcas! Well, okay. There's no way I could do that. I want to visit the village just to get its item. So how much do you know about magic, huh? Magical attacks are special. You can't just avoid them like a sword or an axe. Not even if you're wearing armor. Who's tough against magic? Well, let me think. Well, anyone who uses magic or stabs. Pegasus Knights are good. You got others who need to battle magic users? Well, I got something for them. It's a special kind of water. Pure water, it's called. Just sprinkle a bit on you, and it'll protect you and lessen the damage you take a bit. Go on, take it. Don't be shy. It's not like I'm giving you gold or anything. This stuff's strongest when you first put it on, and it gets weaker as time passes, so be careful. So yeah, this... Okay, I'm gonna get rid of... Yeah, I'll just get rid of this vulnerary here. So yes, the item Pure Water, if you give it to a unit, they'll receive a temporary buff in resistance. When you apply it for the first turn, it's +7 resistance, but every turn that boost decreases by 1 until it hits back to 0. So if you're going up against a bevy of magic users, Pure Water is a really good item. Alright, but might as well just try to tackle the boss here. Okay, no problems there. What about... Yeah, this should be fine. Yes, even if I take the hit, it wouldn't be a kill on the next turn. So, Lynn could actually stay there. Doesn't look like... Yeah, looks like I'll get another chance at this chapter after all. Or, not chapter, another chance for a turn. So we're gonna do... Oops, we're gonna have you go up here. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh yeah, that's right, the boss is gonna move first. And let's see how badly Lynn is going to trounce this guy. You were only striking at air. You are too late. The girl is already... Well, we gotta level up. Yep, seems about right for Lynn. Alright, but that immediately ends the chapter. Nils, where's your sister? Ninian! Ninian? She's not here. Why? Where could she be? My Lady Lindis, a villager spotted a group of men riding south. The boy's dear sister. They must have her. Come, we must give chase. But we won't make it. What if they've already... Are you looking for this girl here? Hey, look at the red hair. So, should already recognize this person here as Ellie Wood, as you saw on the main screen. But it looks like he has rescued Ninian. She'll be fine. She just lost consciousness. Who are you? I'm Eliwood, a foray. My father is the Marquis. The Marquis's son? She was with a band of ruffians. She seemed upset. She looked in need of rescuing. Was I wrong to involve myself? No, you saved her life. Thank you. My name is Lynn. I'm from Sakay. I'm Marquis Caelin's granddaughter. Marquis Caelin? And that's my story. It's not an easy tale to believe, I know, but no, I do believe you. What? At first glance, all I saw was a daughter of the Plainsfolk. Now I can see it, though. You have your grandfather's eyes. Do you know my grandfather? The Marquess, Lord Howson, is my father's good friend. I also know that the proud people of Sacae tell no lies. It's true, isn't it? Yes. Thank you. I would not have expected any Lycian noble to be so courteous to a Sacaean nomad. You seem to be in trouble. May I be of assistance? Thank you for your kind offer. This is my problem, though, and I'll deal with it. I see. I'll be in the area for a few days longer. If you need anything, please let me know. Lindis, I'm on your side. Thank you. Hey, we found some good Lycian nobles! Anyways, back with the siblings here. Ninian, are you awake? Nils, is it really you? Oh, you're safe. Uh-huh. These people helped me. Who are they? I'm Lynn. I'm glad you're feeling better. Lady Lynn, thank you. I'm called Ninian. My brother, Nils, and I are traveling performers. Both of you? Your brother's a musician. How about you, Ninian? I dance. What? Oh my, you're a dancer? Sane, not now. Sane, later please. Yeah, of course. A dancer? Your clothes don't look like that of a dancer. Ninian dances to honor life. It's special. Sacred. A sacred dance? What does that mean? The dance I perform when we travel is just a normal dance. My other dance, though. When they caught me, I twisted my ankle. I cannot dance to aid you. I am sorry. Please, don't worry. We're just happy to see that you're out of harm's way. Thank you. But I am concerned about your leg. You can't travel on it. I have an idea. Would it be too much to ask that we travel with you? I can't allow that. It's far too dangerous. We're being hunted. We never know when we're going to be attacked. We wouldn't be a hindrance. We could even help you. Right, Ninian? Yes. We might be able to repay our debt using our special talents. Special abilities? When something poses a threat to us, we can sense its approach. Truly? That's amazing. Quite the foresight ability. We can feel it coming, but we can't do anything to stop it. You're warriors, though, so you don't have that worry. What do you think, Kent? I think leaving them here would cause Lady Lindis more worry than having them travel with us. Zane? Oh, never mind. I know exactly how you think. Do you really want to travel with us? Of course. You have our gratitude, milady. And, if you finish the chapter early enough, you get this little bit here. Oh, what's wrong, Ninian? I have lost my ring. Your ring? Not Ninny's Grace. The very one. They stole it, those curs. Was it valuable? It was a keepsake from our departed mother. It was blessed by the spirit of Ninis. There's no other like it in the world, and now we have lost it to those villains. There's nothing we can do. You're right. Can I talk to you, Storm? You heard all of that, right? What do you think? I'd really love to retrieve Ninian's ring for her, but if Nils is right, those thieves might prove to be too strong for us. What should we do? So this is a cool part about the game where you can embark on side quests if you complete certain objectives in certain chapters. So not every chapter will have a side quest. The early ones aren't too difficult. Some of the later ones might be a bit of a challenge, but they stole something from one of my favorite characters in this game, and I will not stand for it. So we are going to retrieve that ring. You want to help them? That's great. I was hoping you'd say that, Storm. Kent, Zane. Those men were headed south. We must give pursuit. On your word, my lady. There's no turning back now. Let's ride. And that's where I'm going to be calling it for today. Some of these chapters are getting a little bit longer, so I'm going to start limiting it to one chapter per episode. Don't worry, the action will pick up on some of the later chapters, so look forward to that in the near future. So as I always say, thank you very much for watching today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take care, stay safe, and have a good day.